Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into another chilling true crime story that has left many questions unanswered. This is the case of Brian Schaefer, a young man who vanished without a trace after a night out with friends. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community of true crime enthusiasts. Let's get started. Brian Schaefer was a 23-year-old student at Seattle University, studying criminal justice. Described as intelligent, kind, and full of life, Brian had a bright future ahead of him. But on November 6, 2016, his life took a mysterious turn that would leave his family and friends searching for answers for years to come. On the evening of November 6th, Brian went out with friends to celebrate a birthday. They visited several bars in the Capitol Hill area of Seattle. Witnesses reported that Brian seemed to be having a great time, but as the night progressed, something changed. Around 1:30 a.m., Brian left the bar alone, and that was the last time anyone saw him. Brian was last seen on surveillance footage walking near the Q nightclub. He appeared to be alone and was heading in the direction of his apartment. However, he never made it home. His phone, wallet, and other personal belongings were never found, adding to the mystery of his disappearance. When Brian didn't show up for work the next day, his friends and family grew concerned. They reported him missing, and a massive search effort began. Flyers were distributed, and volunteers scoured the area, but no trace of Brian was found. The case quickly gained media attention, but leads were scarce. With no clear evidence, several theories emerged. Some believed Brian may have been the victim of a random crime, while others speculated that he could have been targeted. There were also rumors of foul play, but without concrete evidence, these theories remained just that, speculations. Social media played a significant role in spreading awareness about Brian's disappearance. His friends and family used platforms like Facebook and Twitter to share his story, hoping someone might come forward with information. Despite the online efforts, the case remained unsolved. As time passed, the investigation into Brian's disappearance began to stall. Police had few leads to follow, and the case grew colder. Brian's family, however, refused to give up. They continued to push for answers, organizing vigils and keeping his story alive in the media. Brian's disappearance had a profound impact on the Seattle community. Many people were shocked that someone could vanish so suddenly in a busy urban area. The case raised questions about safety and the effectiveness of law enforcement in handling missing persons cases. Brian's family made numerous public appeals for information. They appeared on local news channels, begging anyone with information to come forward. Their pain and desperation were palpable, and their efforts kept the case in the public eye. Advancements in technology offered some hope. Investigators used cell phone data and surveillance footage to try and piece together Brian's last movements. However, the data was inconclusive, and the mystery deepened. The uncertainty took a heavy toll on Brian's loved ones. Not knowing what happened to him was a constant source of anguish. His family and friends struggled to find closure, and the case became a haunting reminder of how fragile life can be. True crime podcasts and YouTube channels, like this one, began covering Brian's story, bringing it to a wider audience. While this helped keep the case alive, it also led to a flood of misinformation and baseless theories, complicating the search for the truth. Years have passed since Brian's disappearance, but his family continues to search for answers. They hold onto the hope that one day they will find out what happened to him. Until then, they remain determined to keep his memory alive. Brian's story is a reminder of the many missing persons cases that remain unsolved. It highlights the importance of community awareness and the need for continued efforts to find those who vanish under mysterious circumstances. Cases like Brian's underscore the importance of raising awareness about missing persons. By sharing their stories, we can help bring attention to these cases and potentially uncover new leads that could lead to answers. Brian's case also raises questions about how law enforcement handles missing persons cases. Some critics argue that more resources should be allocated to these investigations, especially in the early stages when the chances of finding the person are higher. The community's response to Brian's disappearance was overwhelming. Volunteers, friends, and strangers came together to search for him, demonstrating the power of collective action. However, despite their efforts, the case remains unsolved. For Brian's family, the emotional impact of his disappearance is immeasurable. They live with the constant pain of not knowing what happened to their loved one. Their strength and resilience in the face of such adversity are truly inspiring. Even though years have passed, the search for Brian continues. His family and friends remain hopeful that one day they will find the answers they so desperately seek. Until then, they refuse to let his story be forgotten. True crime communities, like the one we've built here, play a crucial role in keeping cases like Brian's alive. By discussing and sharing these stories, we can help ensure that they remain in the public eye and that the search for answers continues. Brian's story is a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance, especially when it comes to our safety and the safety of those around us. It's a lesson that we should all take to heart, as we never know when tragedy might strike. Every missing persons case deserves attention and effort. Families like Brian's deserve answers, and it's up to all of us to help ensure that these cases are not forgotten. By staying informed and spreading awareness, we can make a difference. Brian's disappearance didn't just affect his family, it also had a profound impact on his friends. Many of them have spoken out about the pain of losing someone so suddenly and without explanation. Their stories are a testament to the lasting impact of such tragedies. The public plays a crucial role in solving missing persons cases. Tips and information from ordinary people can sometimes be the key to unlocking the mystery. That's why it's so important to stay vigilant and report anything that might be relevant. For Brian's family, finding out what happened to him is not just about closure, it's also about justice. They want to ensure that whoever is responsible for his disappearance is held accountable, and they won't rest until that happens. Hope is a powerful thing, and it's what keeps Brian's family going. Despite the years that have passed, they continue to hold onto the hope that one day they will find out what happened to him. It's a hope that we should all share. Advancements in technology have the potential to solve many cold cases, including Brian's, from DNA analysis to improved surveillance systems. These tools offer new hope for families seeking answers. However, they also require resources and funding. One of the biggest challenges in solving missing persons cases is the lack of resources. Many law enforcement agencies are underfunded and overworked, making it difficult to dedicate the necessary time and effort to these investigations. Stories like Brian's remind us of the power of storytelling. By sharing these stories, we can keep the memory of the missing alive and ensure that their cases are not forgotten. It's a small but important way to make a difference. Advocacy is crucial in cases like Brian's. Advocates work tirelessly to keep these cases in the public eye, pushing for answers and justice. Their efforts are often the driving force behind renewed investigations and media coverage. Investigators working on missing persons cases often face an emotional toll. They are deeply invested in finding answers for the families, and the lack of progress can be frustrating and disheartening. Their dedication, however, is commendable. Persistence is key in solving missing persons cases. Families, advocates, and investigators must continue to push for answers, even when the trail goes cold. It's this persistence that often leads to breakthroughs. Media coverage can make or break a missing persons case. High-profile cases often receive more attention and resources, while others fade into obscurity. That's why it's so important for media outlets to continue covering these stories. The impact of a missing persons case on the mental health of those involved cannot be overstated. Families and friends often experience anxiety, depression, and PTSD as they grapple with the uncertainty and loss. Support systems are crucial for families dealing with the disappearance of a loved one. Counseling, support groups, and community outreach can provide much-needed comfort and assistance during such difficult times. Legislation can play a significant role in improving the way missing persons cases are handled. Laws that allocate more resources to these investigations and improve coordination between agencies can make a real difference. Educating the public about missing persons cases is essential. By raising awareness and teaching people how to stay safe, we can help prevent future disappearances and ensure that cases like Brian's are taken seriously. Volunteers are often the unsung heroes in missing persons cases. They dedicate their time and energy to searching for the missing, distributing flyers, and raising awareness. Their efforts are invaluable. Hope is what keeps families like Brian's going. It's the belief that one day they will find the answers they so desperately seek. As a community, we must continue to support them and keep that hope alive. Technology has revolutionized the way we raise awareness about missing persons cases. Social media, websites, and online communities allow us to share information quickly and reach a global audience. This can be a game changer in solving cases. Collaboration between law enforcement, families, and the public is crucial in solving missing persons cases. By working together, we can pool our resources and knowledge to uncover the truth. Cold case units play a vital role in solving long-standing missing persons cases. These specialized teams focus on re-examining old evidence and exploring new leads, offering hope to families who have been waiting for answers for years. Public awareness is key to solving missing persons cases. The more people know about a case, the more likely it is that someone will come forward with information. That's why it's so important to keep sharing these stories. Forensic science has the potential to solve many missing persons cases. Advances in DNA analysis, fingerprinting, and other techniques can provide new leads and help identify remains, bringing closure to families. Never giving up is perhaps the most important lesson we can learn from cases like Brian's. No matter how much time has passed, we must continue to search for answers and fight for justice. It's the least we can do for the missing and their families. The internet has become a powerful tool in solving missing persons cases. Online databases, social media campaigns, and crowdfunding efforts have all played a role in bringing attention to these cases and generating leads. Missing persons cases like Brian's have a profound impact on society. They remind us of the fragility of life and the importance of community. They also highlight the need for systemic changes to prevent future tragedies. Remembering those who have gone missing is crucial. By keeping their stories alive, we honor their memory and ensure that their cases are not forgotten. It's a small but meaningful way to make a difference. Thank you for joining me today as we explored the mysterious disappearance of Brian Schaefer. If you have any information about this case, please reach out to the authorities. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.